I'm Philip Reed, and I'd like to welcome you to D66 Hexes to Explore, a toolkit of 36 unique locations you can drop into any fantasy hex crawl. Every entry is a standalone hex. Roll D66 to quickly fill gaps in your campaign map or to spark sessions on the fly. You can even use the PDF to build unpredictable solo expeditions where the world grows as you explore. Let's build a 7-hex region right now. This will only be one center hex surrounded by 6 other hexes. Our first hex is the Desert Cave. There are many small caves in the desert, but there are very few cavernous complexes as massive and sprawling as this one. At least 7 small entrances into the cave have been found so far, but most who explore its depths enter through a single opening that's so large a full-grown dragon can pass through it. A permanent open-air bazaar at the large cave mouth gives adventurers quick access to supplies and somewhere to sell their loot. For our next hex, we'll use number 66, Consumed Fortress. Before the Tainted Mists killed all who dwelt here, this fortress belonged to a goat folk tribe. They lived in peace, trading with visiting merchants and tending to their flocks that grazed near the fortress's 20-foot-tall walls. Now, nothing but ruins and corpses remain. Tales of tainted fungus that is starting to transform the corpses into mindless zombies have not been confirmed. For our next hex, we're going back to the first page and entry 16, Ancient Impact Crater. It has been several millennia since an otherworldly meteorite crashed here. The resulting cloud of debris and dust carpeted the heavens for centuries, eradicating almost all life on the planet. Fragments of the meteorite can still be found here, and scavengers from nearby villages spend days sifting through the sands in the hopes of finding a sliver of alien stone that they can sell for hundreds of gold coins. And next we have entry 32, an icy portal. Once an active gateway between worlds, this magic portal has been inoperable since the day the lands were turned to ice. A ring of stones covered in ice and snow are all that remain of the gateway. Rumors claim that the portal will work again if someone can find a way to thaw it out and reignite the subterranean furnace that powered it long ago. Next, we have the Desert Pox. In places, the desert gives way to gigantic pits in the sand. These pockmarks were created long ago by unknown means, and a magical aura within them pushes back the sands, preventing the pox from being consumed by the desert. Each is a pit, at the bottom of which is a passageway to a demiplane ruled by ancient gods who reside in palatial pyramids. From the Desert Pox, we now add the Abandoned City. Once a city 10,000 strong, its citizens fled centuries ago when their supply of water, an underground lake, ran dry. The people tried to get by with importing water, but after a few decades they admitted the city was dead and they fled. To this day, adventurers seek out the ruins because they hear tales of unclaimed riches sitting in many of the city's buildings. For our last hex, we're going to return to the icy fields where we find a frigid hive. In the icy wasteland stands a column of jagged ice and snow. Before the gods grew angry and blanketed this land in snow and ice, this column was the hive city of an insect folk race. The inhabitants of the tower died quickly when the world around them froze, and now the hive is a sprawling dungeon filled with all manner of snow elementals, ice demons, and frozen, zombie-like insectoid people. Now that we know which 7 hexes we're using, we can look at the region as a whole. At the center sits the Desert Cave, a sprawling complex with multiple entrances and an open-air bazaar at its massive main opening. That bazaar naturally becomes the hub of a region and a place where the adventurers can sell their loot, buy supplies, and learn about opportunities to be found in the surrounding hexes. To the southwest, the Desert Pox immediately introduced deadly terrain, pits that reach down to a demiplane ruled by ancient gods. Anyone traveling through the bazaar at the Desert Cave may learn of visitors who never returned after exploring these pits. This creates a hook that may push the heroes to investigate these deadly pits, whether it's to rescue someone or to chase down whatever loot a missing visitor may have carried into the pit with them. Northwest of the Pox lies the Abandoned City, a once populated settlement now empty after its underground lake ran dry. Adventurers coming from the Desert Cave's bazaar might travel to the Abandoned City to seek the unclaimed riches that are rumored to sit untouched. The proximity of the Desert Cave marketplace makes it a perfect staging grounds for expeditions into these ruins. Northeast of the Abandoned City we find an ancient impact crater. This hex provides a very different danger, scavengers seeking their wealth among the sands. This ties into the Desert Cave Bazaar as well, since scavengers looking to sell alien stone would naturally travel to the cave's market. Word of a newly discovered fragment, and the pursuit of that fragment is an easy adventure seed. East of there The Consume Fortress is yet another opportunity waiting to be explored. Once home to a goat-folk tribe, it now holds ruins and the corpses of those who were affected by the tainted mists. This makes it a likely destination for anyone seeking lost knowledge of that tribe, or evidence of the rumored fungus that is starting to transform corpses into something unusual. Finally, to the east and southeast of the desert cave, we find the icy portal and the frigid hive. These may be the most dangerous areas of this particular map. The inoperable portal, covered in ice and snow, hints that someone may try to restore it, especially if they learn that the frigid hive's frozen insect folk and the dungeon-filled columns stand nearby. These two hexes reinforce each other. The icy dungeon and the silent gateway create a shared mystery about what once connected these frozen places. Together, these hexes form a region of contrast. Hot desert pits opening into otherworldly demiplanes, ruined cities once sustained by hidden water, a meteor-scattered wasteland, a fallen fortress swallowed by tainted mists, and a far-flung corner plunged into ice. And at the center of it all, a bustling cavern market where every rumor points outward. In just 7 hexes, we've built a connected, adventure-ready region perfect for a party of adventurers or a single lone wanderer. With D66 hexes to explore, your next adventure is always one roll away. You can find the Kickstarter link in the description, and I hope you'll follow the project today.